Hello, this is Tiffany. I'm doing something a little bit different today. I am recording myself not only on audio but also on video. So let me know what you think. I thought I would try something new. So today I am in my studio apartment. It's a really cold day here in Chicago. The energy in the air is a little bit more bouncy and energetic. Granted, I've been a little bit shamefully drinking Celsius, so that's what I have here. But yeah, it helps get me over my afternoon slumps. It's snowy outside, and I'm feeling energized. So today I have a Substack post that I just wrote, and we're going to get into it. It is titled, When to Say No to Organizing. Want to see people be honest more. Okay, so we're going to get into the text. Let's be honest. Most of the people who are reactively signing up to organize will not be there in a month, 2 months tops. I went to a mutual aid meeting a few days ago, and there were a lot of people, white people mainly, that were enthusiastic about being helpful. It was their first time at the meeting. Love to see it. We need all the allies to be hands-on, but I have many buts coming up. So a longtime participant named that they would like to meet twice a month at least because the needs are urgent. And then an organizer asked the large group who can commit to meeting twice a month, and almost everyone in the room raised their hand. I almost LOL'd out loud. There is no way everyone can sustain that. I've joined many groups where by the second meeting, most of the people aren't there and I won't ever see them again. I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy, but having a good heart and being aligned with leftist values isn't enough. It's a disservice to ourselves and each other when we aren't honest. We always use the term capacity, and I'm going to keep on using it because it's important. Telling people who are in vulnerable situations that you can commit to them means something. It means something. And to not be able to follow through is not only rude, but potentially very dangerous. I mean, and honestly, if we're talking, it could not only be dangerous, but like lethal. It can mean their lives. It is selfish to appease the part of ourselves that want to believe that we are good people, but not be able to do what we say, not be able to do what we say we commit to. And yes, capacity ebbs and flows. Sometimes it does so in a surprising way, and that's okay. Life happens. But the thing about life is that life happening is actually pretty predictable. We need to be honest and measure in the surprises that comes with being alive. And it isn't okay to say yes to things without really weighing your responsibility with honor and respect. And yeah, I wanted to say a little bit more about that. Yeah, I think that yes, we have to adapt as capacity comes and goes, which it will. But the thing of what we know about life is that it is a lot. It's a lot that we're juggling. It's a lot to be living under the crush of capitalism. Things will happen unplanned. That's life. So we need to give ourselves that margin of what can I do knowing that life will happen? Okay, back to the text. Let me tell you, it will be uncomfortable and inconvenient consistently to be showing up for one another. It's winter here in Chicago, and it pains me to leave my apartment every time. Not only is it uncomfortable and inconvenient, But organizing with humans with their personalities, shortcomings, messiness, trauma, etc., can be so frustrating. There can be so much joy, and is so much joy and connection and beauty in organizing. But like, if you've been organizing for a while, you know that it is consistently uncomfortable and inconvenient, and it is hard to be doing long-term organizing with people because they're humans and we're human. Okay, back to the text. But what roots us? I just facilitated a workshop yesterday about being rooted in love. I shared a common feedback I've gotten from folks that aren't in my inner circles, that you also might be familiar with, is being told that I'm too harsh and hard on, namely white people or people that don't think like me. And I always reply, I am harsh and hard on white supremacy, on Zionism, on evil systems, on genocide. But it roots out of deep love for people and faith for what is actually possible. It is resistance to the acceptance that people have to be exploited, murdered, policed, and diminished to less than human, period. That resistance to apathy is love. Love for land, love for my people, love for my global siblings, love for my neighbors, love of children, love of families staying together, love of creativity and music, love of indigenous culture, love of language staying in the mouths of the people. That's love. There's no fight. There's no resistance without love. There's no bravery without love. And if, like, I wouldn't be, harsh or like fighting against these systems if I didn't love. Back to the text. Last year, I said yes to a lot. And when my mental and spiritual health shifted, I had to pull out of most of it. Everyone was so understanding and so kind, but I didn't love doing that. So this year, I want to be more mindful of what I'm saying yes to, and I want to deepen the relationships and say yes from a rooted place. So I always, I want to end all my posts with this question. What does liberatory imagination spark in me today? A future where honesty is honored, where energy is abundant because capitalism and empire has fallen. Imagine what life would be like where we don't have to work endlessly for housing and food. Imagine what our world would be like when the class war is over. And I can't wait for the day when we have abolished the billionaires and the rich. The land wants to be in relationship with us and has so much to give. And as Robin Kimmer in Braiding Sweetgrass reminds us, we aren't a destructive pest on earth. We are meant to nourish the land and have it nourish us back. She writes that the earth can benefit from us being here. But yeah, that's what I wrote today. And I'm just sitting with it. I'm just like, how can we be honest with our capacity and really encourage one another to be real? Because I think that's what we owe one another in community. And so if our North Star is collective liberation, where everyone has everything they need, we have to be honest with what we can do and how we can step into our role in liberation. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, and more from me next time.